What did you do before you started working for the Duke, Lorraine?
My family were nobles, but of low status. All I ever tried to do was please my father. I was schooled in etiquette, taught to know my place. At 15, my father chose a husband for me, but I wanted to complete my studies. And luckily, the Duke's Academy accepted me as a student.
A clever way of avoiding marriage. What happened next?
His Grace approached me directly to ask if I would work for him. And so here I am.
I see. Choosing between your fiancé and the Duke wasn't much of a dilemma, then.
If you're insinuating romantic interest, you are mistaken. He is like a father to me.
The father you would have liked to have had, by the sounds of it. Would you say you know His Grace better than most, on account of being his trusted assistant?
I'm fairly confident I know him better than you do.
But of course.
What is it that you want from me, Andreas?
Oh, nothing in particular.
Oh, my apologies. I trust in your ability. Hadi Solbay, the leader of the Ardwolves, and its remnants, are laying low in the caves by the Riodale River. The mighty Riodale raises in Centralfield, and then crosses Southfield on its way to the sea.
That means Solby might be planning to make his escape to Southfield by boat.
He cannot be allowed to get away with the Jade. Blue Foxes pounce on him in his burrow before he has the chance to set sail.
He won't escape us this time, Your Grace.
And of course, we'll try not to forget about the Jade while we're at it, yes?
Naturally.
It seems the Blue Foxes have been sniffing around, Hadi.
And they got the better of Josel too. It's like it's time for this old wolf to finish off the nosy foxes before they get in our way.
It seems that cur, Hadi Solby, has kept plenty in reserve.
A frontal assault against these heavy armaments would have us as cannon fodder.
Very well. Understood.
Understood. Target eliminated.
Next, another foe defeated.
Go.
Another one down.
I've got it. Enemy down. On my way.
Very well.
Target eliminated. Go. Understood.
I understand.
Seize victory!
Found one. I've got it.
Understood. Very well.
On my way.
Form rank! Yet another foe defeated. What's this?
In any case,
on my way.
Very well.
damn.
Child's play.
Inconceivable.
You ugly bastards.
Understood.
Understood.
Target eliminated. Next target. Very well. Yet another foe defeated.
You're not going anywhere.
Yet another foe defeated.
Right away.
Target eliminated.
You can't take it from...
Paddy Solby is done for. And we have the Jade.
His jade smuggling operation certainly seemed lucrative. I wonder who was buying.
Some noble with deep pockets. Or perhaps not.
It really is exceptionally beautiful jade. Do we have to hand it over?
We follow our orders, Quinn.
I believe the royal envoys are already here to collect it, in fact.
Excellent work, Blue Foxes. Your efforts will be handsomely rewarded.
The violence in Centralfield will hopefully end now, Hattie Solbay is out of the picture.
But what about the jade, Your Grace? Where are you keeping it?
What are you talking about? The royal envoys collected the Jade. Did you not see?
Were they royal envoys? I was sure I'd seen them at your mansion.
I'm afraid you're mistaken.
If Your Grace says so.
Now then, I had best be off. Continue in this vein going forth, Blue Foxes.
Sir!
The fuse of war is lit, and clashes break out on the eastern coast between royal and imperial forces. These mark the start of what will become known as the Tagaria campaign. The royals boast numerical superiority and a mastery of ancient sorcery, and initially succeed in pushing back the Empire. But the Imperials respond by deploying a force of Wyvern riders, led by their general, Zavatian. If this Wyvern aerial assault breaks the Royals' line, the Empire will make landfall. A brutal struggle ensues, with neither side willing to give an inch. Ardwolf's leader, Hattie Solbay, is slain, and his jade is retrieved by the royal government. Some Blue Foxes grow suspicious of the Duke, but given the escalation of military action, there is no time to entertain such doubts. The royals fighting the Empire in the Tagaria campaign have sent a formal request for help.
Listen here.
Damn. What's the meaning of this?
Do me proud.
We have received word that hostilities have broken out at Tagaria. The Empire attempted to break through our fleet off the Tagarian coast in order to make landfall at the naval base. Fortunately, Prince Ivangar's elite squad was able to hold the line and push the Empire back. Currently, the naval battle is in a deadlock, though it does seem that some Imperial units have made it ashore. We too are to answer the Kingdom's call, ready up and depart for the base.
We've finally been called up.
I never imagined we'd be fighting in a full-scale war.
Ultimately, your main objective is to assist the army. You are to provide reinforcements for the front line. En route to the base, however, you will also need to defeat units headed in this direction. You will take the Jacquerie Highway from Central Field towards Tigaria. Expect to encounter the Wyvern Riders gathered near Bold Greatbridge at some point.
Wyvern Riders?
They are knights mounted on winged creatures, wyverns, who nimbly attack from above.
I believe that is a job for your bow and arrows, Iska. The Blue Foxes are counting on you. Now more than ever.
Not a thought that brings me joy.
Well, the way I see it, the war looks bleak. Especially if we're being called up to fight.
Look at it this way. This is a rare opportunity to show what we can do.
You have such a yearning for war.
I can't comprehend it.
Enough, Iska. We're to make for Eastfield at once.
The Imperial's weapons look totally different to our own.
They must not be let through, lest our presence be for naught. We shall not buckle.
The stench of gunpowder and roar of cannon fire. It really feels like war.
Stay focused, Quinn, or you'll end up on the floor.
My focus is not in question. My every sense is honed. Now, let us begin. I understand. Oh, they just died.
The Empire!
Right away.
Target eliminated. Next target.
I understand.
Very well.
Take that!
Target next target.
The Empire!
You think you can escape?
Enemy
down.
The Empire!
The enemy continues to advance. Brace yourselves. Do not let them reach Central Field.
I've got it.
I understand. They just died.
On my way.
Yes, I think this will do.
You think you can escape? Enemy down.
Very well.
Target eliminated.
The Empire!
The King's men are putting up a fight. It seems my comrades need me.
That's a Wyvern Rider. Watch out, everyone.
Wait! They're approaching on foot as well.
Damn. We'll have to split up then. Do not let them get past.
Yes, yes, there's no need to keep repeating yourself.
I've got it.
Understood.
On my way.
I understand.
Form ranks! Seize victory!
Very well.
You think you can escape?
Another one down.
Understood.
You're not allowed to die without a fight.
Target eliminated.
Well, well.
What is it, Busy?
Have a look at the saddle. It's broken now, but is this how they control the wyverns?
That's jade. Not too dissimilar to the pure stuff we came across recently.
The jade we recovered from Haddie, you mean? This is a little duller, but I can see the similarity.
It doesn't seem that ordinary jade would activate the saddle. You know, I think this might have been what they used to incite the demi-human's rampage.
You wouldn't need to know any ancient sorcery to use this, right, Rias?
No. What is it, Izzy?
It's usually impossible to get a demi-human or a monster to obey you. This changes everything.
I'd be grateful if you kept this discovery to yourself, Izzy.
Oh, all right.
Hello there. In any case, naturally.
Aye.
Or, how about...
Lorraine, what news from the front?
Reports state that royal forces temporarily repelled the Imperial advance, forcing them to retreat to the Eastern Sea. Since then, however, they have headed north and are making landfall once more near Nonda.
Nonda? But that area is surrounded by precipitous crags. An army could never pass through there.
Nevertheless, they are finding a way to cross the range. By what means, though, I have yet to confirm. All that can be ascertained is that they now appear to be marching southward from the heart of the Nondaran Mountains. Prince Ivangar anticipated their movements and mobilized 8,000 of his own elite fighters. They intercepted the invaders in the foothills of the Nondarans. So far, the Empire's weaponry and discipline means they hold out despite inferior numbers. Of course, Ivangar's troops are the best in the kingdom, and the terrain is favorable. But...
But? Is it something that ought to concern us?
Scouts have reported that further Imperial reinforcements are en route to Tagaria. That means the naval base is at risk of capture. The garrison there would be easily overrun if the Empire attacked, as it now only consists of a few remaining guards and mercenaries.
If the port falls, Ivangar's troops would be left vulnerable. The Empire would crush them. Of that there is no doubt.
This is no mere coincidence. It must have been their intent all along.
Then it's up to us to deal with the Imperial reinforcements.
Duke Hende has issued no such order. The Blue Foxes are currently on standby.
However, needs must at times like these. If we do nothing, Lord Ivangar could meet his end.
But even if we were to overcome the reinforcements, there's no guarantee of victory.
We must have faith in our Prince Iska and concentrate on doing our part. Let's go!
Imperial troops appear to be gathering at the harbor.
Their aim is to break our lines, but we will stand firm to the bitter end.
We will be at a disadvantage if they force us into defensive maneuvers. We ought to try using nearby structures and terrain to our advantage.
Defense alone will not win the day, though. Remember to attack as well. Don't worry. I'll heal you if I see you're at death's door.
I've got it. Understood. Very well.
You think you can escape?
Another one down.
The Empire!
All according...
Understood.
Right away.
On my way. On my way.
Oh, they just died.
Understood.
Target in
The Empire! Enemy soldiers are streaming in from a new landing craft. They just don't stop coming.
A most amusing spectacle.
It's at times like this, but I'm glad we have you, Quinn.
Indeed. Now let's move.
Yes, I think this will do.
I understand.
Very well.
You think you can escape?
Another one down.
The Empire!
All according to plan.
Understood.
Taste my key. I'll clear the path. Seize victory.
The defenses have been breached. What are those black things in the sky? Blue Foxes, our next targets are the airborne enemies. Do not let a single one through.
Understood. Got it. I have achieved a greater grasp of my art.
The Empire's first invasion attempt appears to have been unsuccessful. A mercenary unit known as the Blue Foxes, stopping their reinforcements from coming ashore. The main conflict, however, takes place in the north, where Ivangar and Zavatian's armies clash violently. Zavatian and Ivangar engage in single combat, but the prince's fearless onslaught is easily repelled. At last, a fateful bullet pierces the prince's chest, and as his life is snuffed out, so too is the morale of his army. With the now leaderless Alitanians in complete disarray, Zavatian's forces press their advantage and march south. Word of this spreads quickly through the royal ranks. And before long, the entire army is ordered to retreat from Eastfield. The order also applies to the Blue Foxes, despite their victory. Thus, the Alitanian army was defeated by the Empire. Having secured Tagaria, however, the Imperial forces halt their advance and set up camp. Meanwhile, the citizens of Alitane fall into despair. Their prince is dead, and the shores of their island breached for the first time in centuries. Seeking succor in their time of despair, they come to lean upon the Granville Church.
My first ever encounter with Levantia Shatham was certainly a vivid one. On the day I was assigned to be his chamberlain, he introduced himself to me not as a prince, as one would expect, but as an equal. He had a calm smile and exuded wisdom that belied his young age. One day, it was decided that Levantia would be sent to House Leicester, whose head, Arlim, was a close ally of the king. A decision made in secret. Among the bustling activity surrounding the prince, an air of uneasiness had started to brew. He seemed aware of it, yet as we spoke in the carriage to Leicestershire, there wasn't a hint of worry in his voice, nor was there the slightest change to his smile. My fears must have been plain to see. He gave me a beaming grin, as if to cheer me up. As we came to a halt, I hurried out to open the carriage door. Levantia alighted with his usual grace, and then, bursting out of the front doors of the manor, came a young boy grinning from ear to ear. He had this lively look to him, brimming with a curiosity for all things. He briskly approached us and exchanged introductions with Levantia. There was a youthful warmth to his voice that assured me that he bore no malice, and I began to feel at ease. Having already become fast friends, the two then turned to me and called me over. Even today, I can't explain my feelings in that moment.
Ashes and glory. After capturing Tagaria, the Empire's relentless progress appears to have temporarily abated. Alas, this does little to assuage Alatanian fears, and they begin to seek refuge in religion. In response to this demand, the Granville Church carries out its activities with increased vigor. Among its new initiatives is a promise to rescue a number of children from Westfield. They were orphaned following a disaster in the barren lands of Balladen Wilds and left to fend for themselves. The church enlists the Blue Foxes to rescue the orphans and bring them to safety.
Listen. They couldn't have.
Of course.
Yeah.
That's why.
That's right. There we go. Thanks.
This mission has come from the Granville Church. You will be heading to Westfield's Baladin Wilds. Wilds is not a misnomer. The region is all but uninhabitable. The land there is barren and ill-suited to agriculture. A true wasteland, plagued by natural disasters and infested with monsters. A recent tornado laid waste to one village, and many of the local children were orphaned. Escort the priests to Baladin and bring the children back to enter the care of the church.
This is to be our mission, while Tagari remains occupied.
There's no need to be preoccupied with Tagaria, Fred. Right now, we bide our time till the right moment. We must be patient.
And besides, we're mercenaries, are we not? We simply go where we're told.
But is our assistance actually required? What became of the children's parents?
It is reported many died trying to protect their young.
I wonder what brought them to that place. It's such a desolate and dangerous region.
Their village borders the frontier, the only region of Diofield Island that remains completely uninhabited. It's one of the Granville Church's holiest sites.
All those tales are simply nonsense. People are foolish to believe in such fanciful legends.
Foolish or not, let's head for Baladin.
Greetings, Blue Foxes.
Greetings. You're Catherine, of the Templar Knights?
Yes, I'm to be your guide for this mission. I'll also be on the mission. The name's Estalt Ufair, mercenary. Estalt is a magicka whose services we have often engaged. He will fight alongside you.
I hear the way ahead is plagued by monsters. Is the boy really up to the task?
Please don't underestimate me because of my age. I wager I'm far more capable than some of you.
As long as we don't have to look after you, all shall be well. Andreas, are you listening?
Forgive me. I overheard the priests talking about some room that the children would be taken to.
Did you hear for what purpose?
No doubt they plan to introduce them to some of our scriptures. Have we some kind of problem here?
No.
I don't think we've heard the end of this.
We've been asked to undertake another escort mission. To rescue the children, we must ensure that the carriage arrives safely at its destination. This area is infested with fearsome monsters. Be sure not to get bogged down in battle.
Fighting talk. I like it. You'll make an excellent decoy.
What? Pay her no heed, Estalt. Her barbs belie her prowess on the battlefield. Aye.
The beasts are closing in. Everyone, prepare for battle!
Very well.
I understand. You're no fun.
Get another foe defeated.
Oh, they just died.
Understood.
On my way. Understood.
Oh, what have we here?
Right away.
Take this!
Next target.
Very well.
I understand.
Target eliminated.
I've got it.
Next target.
Understood. Very well.
Understood.
Right away. I understand.
On my way.
You're not going anywhere.
Seize victory!
Right away.
Take this!
Taste my heel! I'll clear the path. Seize victory!
Understood.
On my way. Go. Go.
Enemy reinforcements approaching from the flank. We must protect the carriage.
Leave it to me, Catherine.
Very gallant of you, Astolfo. Everyone, watch your rear.
I'll do my best.
You've come a long way since we first met, Rickles. Now, just keep calm. Focus on the enemy.
Okay, Iska. I won't let you down.
I understand.
Understood.
Understood.
I've got it.
On my way. Go.
Form ranks! Seize victory!
Understood.
Fight with your own.
I've got it.
Understood.
That was quite a display, Astolfo.
You weren't too bad yourselves, but it seems we're not done just yet.
This next wave of enemies seem more cautious. As though they're scoping us out.
Keep an eye on the rear, and let's clear this up, quickly.
On my way.
Take strength from this.
Go.
I'll take you down.
Understood.
Be gone with you.
Target eliminated.
Thank you for your assistance, Blue Foxes. The children have been escorted out of the wilds. They are now safe under the care of the church.
Safe from falling prey to monsters, perhaps.
What are you implying?
Human experiments. Testing the forbidden arts. Creating magic monstrosities.
That's preposterous.
Calm now, Walter Quinn. You don't have proof of any of this.
Perhaps not. But I've heard plenty of rumors about the church's humanitarian missions. Tell me, Catherine, do you know where the orphans taken in by the church are living now?
Forgive me. I must return to the High Temple at Harleg Lynn.
She left in a hurry. Should we be concerned?
This may not be the moment, but you're a very special unit. I'd like to join, if you'll have me.
I have no objections. Your command of ancient sorcery was most impressive.
But Fred, he's still a child.
Exactly. Better for him to escape the church's clutches before he becomes another experiment.
What? You think that's what they had in mind for me?
It's quite probable. After all, no one would look for you if they reported you dead.
It's true. And your magical ability would make you a valuable test subject.
Damn them! My life is my own. Mercenary I may be, but I am no mere commodity. That settles it. I must break free of this hell.
Then join us. But be aware that it's not an easy life. You may come to miss your hell.
Try me.
I wonder what happened to Catherine, the Templar Knight.
You should have stopped her leaving if you were worried about her.
Oh, I'm not worried. Really. I'm unconvinced by Walter Quinn's claims about the Church's dark side.
Well, the rumors are common knowledge. Not that anyone dares to openly accuse the Church. Then again, if a Templar Knight were to give testimony as to what she knows...
You mean?
But even if Catherine were to spill the Church's dirty secrets, what does it have to do with us?
It might be our chance to live in a society that doesn't unthinkingly follow the Granville Church.
What's the plan, then?
I'm simply theorizing, Iscarian, not planning.
You're trying to gain leverage over the Church? Why?
We ought to look after our interests, that's all. Our allegiance is to Duke Hende alone.
What on earth are you scheming? We're mere mercenaries.
Scheming? I was stating the facts, that's all. All for now, at any rate.
Having helped the unit rescue the Baladin orphans, young Magicka Estalt Ufair is allowed to join the Blue Foxes. Meanwhile, fears of another Imperial advance prompt Alatane to open talks with the Alliance. The Alliance was formed in order to halt the Trovelt-Shovian Empire's relentless expansion. It contains dozens of nations, but its key members are the republics of Verma, Aluge, and Porrand. The Lord's Council chooses Duke William Hende as their representative to lead the negotiating delegation. The first round of talks takes place in Southfield with representatives from Verma and Porrand. The Blue Foxes escort the Duke to the summit and are tasked with ensuring his safety throughout. Alas, the Duke rejects the Alliance's conditions outright, and negotiations are suspended. This rejection infuriates a Vermin diplomat by the name of Dalmazio, and he is seen cursing the Duke's name as he leaves the summit.
Listen.
Dearie me. Huh?
Oh.
So, anyway, that can't be right.
Indeed.
Huh?
I guess.
Come on now.
Excuse me?